Welcome to Loleventvods. These are the best highlights of today's LEC 2025 matchup.
In the rabbit hole. I've got to be so careful what I say.
And this time they've made it easier for us.
Yeah.
So probably, I'm going to put my mouth here. But Linces, he's putting his money in the right place in the bot lane gank where Kalist and Targamas are looking for their last minion. But he puts up the emote. Kalist, will he have to flash away is the next question. Hilly then turns to Targamas, gets behind him, flash away with a step. Hilly stepped too far up, and Kalist styles him for first blood.
Linces didn't have the red buff, so there was no...
3v2.
Yeah,
KC doing pretty well.
The problem is, so Linces is trying to get down to the bot lane, but he's already got by in the way.
Hilly steps up when Kagasa blows her on, but they're going to all in instead. But Kalist just rends him a second time. With Winter's bite, Kaz in trouble, but he flashes outside the Vault Breaker. It looks flashy, but he won't get anything done. Linces sneaks in, but he's got his boys behind him, so Kalist will be safe and sound, snug as a bug, as Linces goes down without a simple tug. 4 kills.
You're getting the Void Grubs as well.
And 2 kills for the Kalista, 2 kills for Yike. A massive goal lead in the early game for KC, a 2K one at that. 3 grubs, as you mentioned. Dragon's not the trade yet, although Lin's moving down, but Yike didn't even burn ulti. He has that available if they choose to contest here, depending how long this takes.
No, I think they just kind of give this up. Said look for kind of reset, get yourselves into a position where you can look for maybe dives or other shenanigans essentially on the map after this one, because you can see there, they know it's going down. But in this position, Linces needs to go back into his bot side jungle, clear that out, reset himself, go back up towards the top. So now you're in a position to look for these dives away from the enemy jungle.
Not again. Fate's Call going to be used. Hilly's going to be knocked up, and again, concussive blows keeps him in place, and this rend is going to hurt like hell in a handbasket. Hilly flashes away before it can be activated. Linces now here with his like weird tongue, you know, the tongue, the smolder.
The dragon,
yeah. The colon P is gone. And now it's just the GG go next one. Wow. Someone in production was listening, and they said, you know what, let's throw up things about emotes.
Yeah, which is crazy, because most of the time I just tune you out.
So what are they doing? Well, maybe they listen more than you.
Sorry, were you saying something?
Okay, to be fair, I can't remember. If you asked me to quote myself, I can't remember what I said. Yo, Chayak got a plate. How quaint Hilly. It would require a flash that he does not have anymore. As Chayak is going to get bopped back a little bit here. And Chayak, speaking of flashes, already burnt. He's dead. One more. Winter's bite. The sidestepping the fear. And he's alive. Meanwhile, the all-out in top spells trouble here for Kana, as he has to just roll on out. He lacerates a couple of times. Nuck needs a flip back. There's the public execution. A bit of a turn. Whoopsie daisy as Kana flashes, but it's dead anyway. Whoever lands it deals it a Nucker with a solo kill.
Finally finds the solo kill up in the top side.
It shortens the goal by a little bit. KC, however, already had the 6 grubs, and while that is a great solo kill, Dagda, outside of a bit of plating, Dragon sacking now also going to be stopped for Vitality, and Bot's in real danger here of enabling a dive. There's a Glacial Fissure down. A good fear from Chayak, as ulti for Targamas doesn't really do too much. But do KC continue as they think about it a little bit more? The shifting sands in. Yike is now in as well. Cease and desist on top of this Waze. Chayak is running for his life, just trying to get a bit of movement speed. He gets shielding, but again, it's not enough. Vladdy also cleans up the after effect, which is Hilla saying, so it gets well, like around half the world in 5 years.
Oh, it's a weird journey here.
Storm, it is indeed. Kalist is caught out. The flash engage is great from Vitality. They might even find another with Yike having to flash Vault Breaker. They need to force a play. It's on out as well. Vitality almost find him. We call that a slip of the tongue in the old casting business. That was Dagda who said all that, by the way. Not it. It was Dagda.
I mean, it's impossible to tell our accents apart, so it's fine.
Sorry, in your email, write Dagdason.
You're seeing KC just try and poke in that area, even using that flank opportunity to set up for the Ambessa to come through onto this top side. So you have Vitality, like they need to get vision down, but KC just aren't letting them, and now they've got to back away. Great use of the terrain there by KC to deny Vitality access.
And now after taking the Dragon as well, they can walk on up and start threatening this mid lane play, because Vitality have moved moved right into the center of it, enabling a flushes here wall from Vladdy. Chayak in a lot of trouble, and yes, he spirals, he despairs as Linces cyclones in, but Vitality are down a member. It's now about the disengages. Chayak also dies. I pause, I hold my breath because I'm looking at Kalista bring back the play. It's render clock for at least one as Nuck goes next up. He flashes away, but will not be speared to death. 3 versus 3 left alive. Targeting, yeah, Kana needs to step on up and use the power of the grubs. Yes, they do. Now the target truly there is the top laner. Kana taking it up for Winter's Bite, sets up concussive blows, but no, a clone to bait out as Linces crawls away.
Damage to make sure that you can actually finish him off and just only let AD damage survive.
I don't know what a searing bolt is. Is that what?
Severing bolt. Severing. Isn't it
Like
QW?
QW? Yeah. I like searing as well. Sounds like red hot sun. As spears are in the Atacant, it starts off. Hilly has now spotted this out. Vitality, their angle comes with Linces, but no flash available. Teleport in as well as we're right off the hot topic, right into the frying pan. Teleport from KC as well. Vladdy's already taken a bit of damage, but the stolen! Linces just yoinked it! Great as here ulti though, disengages because KC knows this fight is getting rough, but Atacant for the debuff is a withdrawal. Okay. 4 members of Vitality have themselves a whirling GA that they're going to push in, and under this turret, care less and less about. KC running for their lives, but
hey, so that's 2 of your engaged tools down. It has to be Vladdy and Kana now who set this fight up. Again, this choke point is vital for both sides.
How do you punish a flash? You ignore it and you go for a Cyclone instead, but onto the clone. The public execution needs to go private as Hilly is tanking up and dead to a rend. Meanwhile, this is here is firing onto the Cassante, as we said. The one person that's going to blow him through with damage is Vladdy. The kill goes over to Kalista, and KC still remain in firm control.
3 members of Vitality stay standing. The poke is still relatively good. Chayak lending himself to that. KC going to fall back over towards the Dragon. I think Vitality just need to back away.
It's going to be Soul Point. And just about a 5k gold lead yet again we've returned. Baron is on the menu, but it's only a la carte. It's not in the degustation. So unfortunately, Soul for KC. But it would be Chemtech Soul. It means that the fighting ability gets that extra 13% of damage reduction as well. And they're below 50 as Targamas sidesteps onto Hilly. He might have to crash down, but Targamas still walking in. Glacial Fish is fantastic, lines up the back. The public execution does the same, and into it, Vitality go, or rather KC. They ran too deep, but
Vladdy!
No! Vladdy sucks the blood dry as KC have had enough of waiting around. That shuffle was legendary.
It's not a plane, it's a bloody bird that's flying into the back line. Vladdy, Superman, the hero that KC needed, will close out game number 1 with a beautiful ultimate.
He was sick and tired of this going on. And KC, this is going to be a game to remember as well. Things seemed slow until they weren't, as game 1 goes over to Karmine Corp after Vitality tried so hard to keep it going for as long as they could.
That was sick from Vladdy. It looked like the team fight was lost.